Hi there, I'm Anisa. I've traded in university life for a 9 to 5 and hosting candle making workshops on the side. I create content that I unwind with, which includes simple living, cozy meals, and the occasional shopping spree, which sometimes does not feel occasional at all. So stick around if you prefer real life over the filtered fancy. Good morning, everyone. It's currently 4:15 a.m., the butt crack of dawn, but I'm going to go off to my trip to Scotland today, and I thought I'm going to vlog my whole trip, so that'll be really nice. Basically, I'm up at the butt crack of dawn because I'm going to take a train up to Edinburgh, and the train is at 5 a.m. So yeah, I just got ready. I didn't put any makeup on. I thought I was just going to do it on the train because it's going to be 4 hours, but I thought of showing you guys my outfit. So I am wearing this navy vest from Zara, and I have jeans on, and yeah, I'm gonna wear that puffer coat as well on top because I've chose to go to Scotland at a very wet time of the year, but I have been waiting for this trip for so long because throughout Christmas I didn't take any annual leaves, so it's been absolutely just too much work and I really need a break. So yeah, next time I see you guys will be at King's Cross. So see ya. We took our train from King's Cross to go to Edinburgh Waverley Station, and it was a 5-hour journey where we reached Edinburgh Waverley Station, as you can see here. We then drove to Stirling Castle to see the castle and the town. It was a really old town, and this is the view from the castle car park. And very quickly we went into the castle, which is the entrance of the castle. I really like castles. Castles are great in my opinion. And inside we could see some of the things the kings and queens used to wear. And this is just me walking through the archway. I thought this was really cool. And then this path led to a kind of a terrace roof area where the ladies would come and see the battles, apparently. So that was quite cool to me, and you could literally see everything, the mountains and the skyline. Absolutely pretty. And from here we went to inside the castle to see the rooms. This was one of the great halls inside the castle, and the interior and all the little paintings, the details, they were so nice, and perfectly preserved as well. And this is the Queen's bedchamber. I was actually in awe to see all the kinds of tapestries on the wall. Like, they're so detailed and so finely stitched, as you can see here. Some of the tapestries were so humongous, and I think just tapestries are so... I can go on about tapestries and all the fine, like, skillsmanship that have gone into this. This is into another hall. As you can see, these motifs on the ceiling, they were all of kings and queens. And then this is the courtyard. So from the courtyard we went into the giant meeting hall where the king and queen would entertain their guests, and apparently Queen Mary here baptized his son back in the day, and they had a huge mock-up of a ship inside, and it was a 3-day grand celebration with lots of food, apparently, according to the information board. Our tour of the castle ended there because there was none to see, and then we were driving to a place called Brackland Falls because there's a waterfall, and I love waterfalls. So this is when we reached the view from on top of the hill. Throughout this trip there was so many amazing views, and I think you'll probably see like more and more of these landscapey like b-rolls I've taken. And then we walked to the falls. It wasn't a bad walk, it was mostly flat. Took about 15 minutes, and this is the falls. As you can see, it's very, very pretty. I absolutely loved it. From the falls we drove more towards the Highlands, so Glencoe, We were driving to Glencoe and this very snowy mountain came into my view and I was absolutely gobsmacked by it. I think this was the first time I properly saw like snow on a mountain, because I live in London and there's no mountains and it doesn't snow here. So just driving towards the Highlands, and honestly it just starts getting more and more prettier from here, as you can see all of these landscapes and these hills, they just keep on rolling. And I think literally like 1 hour into, or like 2 hours into our journey, we're just like mountains and beautiful lakes. And from here we drove into, this is where we were driving into Fort William to end our day and kind of have dinner. At this point I was really hungry, I was getting hangry a little bit, but amazing views. So we landed in our little tiny hotel room in Fort William, and this was the room. It was a double bed and I was only here for one night, so it was a very good night's of sleep, a little wee bathroom, and then I headed into town for some dinner at this place. After dinner, literally just head to the hotel because I was absolutely knackered and ready for day 2. So day 2, woke up and literally looked out my window to see this amazing view. And this is the outside of the little inn I was staying at, and it was absolutely adorable. After having breakfast, I headed out to the car park to see the lake view with the mountains. It was absolutely amazing. After looking at the view, we started heading towards Glenfinnan Viaduct, and this is the viaduct that you can see in the Harry Potter movies, and I was hoping to catch a train or any steam train try to go by. So this is the bridge that takes you on the other side, and literally I cannot explain how pretty the place was. It literally looked AI and it did not look real, with the viaduct and the mountains at the back and the snow. It was absolutely mesmerizing. A definite go to if you are in the area. It's not far from Fort William, and you can see the little train going from there. From here, we headed to Ben Nevis to catch the cable car. So this is the cable car we got on to go on top of Ben Nevis, because I was not going to hike the mountain. And these cable cars basically take you down and up, and it was amazing. We got on top of the peak of the mountain, not the peak, like the landing area for the cable car, and we walked around a little bit, saw all of the places where people were skiing at, although a lot of the ski routes were closed for some reason. So it was mostly people just walking around. I touched a lot of snow on this place, threw some snow around. It was amazing, guys. And this view literally blew my socks off, and I just wanted to be here for the rest of the day, but that was not possible. So I hopped into the little cafe. After the cafe, literally came down the mountain and was driving towards a castle. I think it was the Islandonian Castle. Please forgive me if I butchered the name, but again, very standard for Scotland. Amazing views, and I was oohing and eyeing all the way as a tourist can do, basically. And then on the way to the castle, we stumbled across this memorial for, I think, World War II soldiers, and oh my god, like, as you can see, guys, I'm just gonna shut up. But from there we started driving to the castle because that was a pit stop, and very nice mountains and everything. Very much I liked all throughout my journey, and this was the castle. Now I did have a tiff with my friend because I was expecting like a very humongous castle, but it is what it is, but pretty regardless. And then from the castle we started driving towards Broadford, where we're gonna stay the night. Broadford, I think. Yeah, stay the night for the day. Saw some sheeps, but before that we stopped by a place called the Fairy Pools. Now I have a thing to pick with the fairy pools because in the pictures it looked amazingly enchanting, but I think we just picked a wrong season to go to, because I'm sure like there hasn't been a lot of rainfall. As you can see from my videos, like the weather was absolutely amazing. So because there wasn't a lot of water, there wasn't a lot to see in the pool. So this is the height towards the pool. It did say it was a bit hard. I think by that point I was just very hungry and very tired, but walked to the pool, saw this little sunset. It was really pretty, but was heavily disappointed with the pool. I think maybe coming back during like after rainy months or in September, October, it might be nice, but yeah, not the best thing ever, but beautiful regardless. This was the last stop for the day And you can see this water is like emerald blue, which is why I think it's called fairy pools. And then there was another stop, but I didn't go up that much because I was already a bit disappointed. But yeah, this is still very pretty. It's a little waterfall, and that's all I can say about it. So from here we drove back to Broadford to have some dinner, and we found a very local Italian place and had some lasagna and pizza, as you can see, and that is how we ended day 2. Day 3, and we had breakfast included with the hotel, so we went down to a little cafe downstairs. After breakfast we headed out to see Highland cows, and this was something I was looking forward to the entire trip, to go and see Highland cows. This one was pregnant and I was losing my absolute mind on how cute they were. A bit stinky, but they're cute regardless of how hairy they are. These were the first cows I kind of like saw like really up close in Scotland during this whole during so far in the trip. And from there we started driving towards Isle of Skye. This is basically Isle of Skye. It's a little town with a lot of charity shops, and this is the town centre. We just walked around for a little bit, saw some stuff, and then we started heading towards a little spa place in Isle of Skye. I had booked in a massage. I always try to book in a massage in all of my trips, but we passed through this little town called Waternish, and it was the most cutest thing ever. I was this close to moving in here, but realized that I would probably get very bored very fast, maybe in a different lifetime. But all of these cliffs with these sea views, absolutely amazing. And then just driving toward the spa place and looking at these absolute nice landscapes. We stopped at a little hotel kind of area, got a brownie, got some hot chocolate. The hot chocolate was divine. And this is me playing with the masseuse's cat, and he was absolutely adorable. Her spa place was in such a cute place. Like, this is basically my dream house if I had a lot of money. But yeah, got my massage, felt absolutely amazing. I will put the name of her place over here right now. And then very quickly, it was the third day, this is my breakfast, and then we left, checked out, and started heading towards Inverness. And it snowed overnight, and all of the mountains were absolutely coated in snow, looked like icing sugar, and I was losing my head again because of how pretty it was. And then we arrived at Fort Augustus, which is known for Loch Ness. So Loch Ness Lake, or Loch Ness, and Loch Ness Monster. We didn't go on the cruise just today, we went the next day, but we walked around the town, saw a very, very beautiful, like, the dock place, and then walked towards Loch Ness and just saw the views. I think I sat around like just taking it all in on how beautiful it was. And then by this point, my friend was just really good at taking like clips, and they understood what I really wanted, so they were even encouraging me to do like stuff. So that's why you'll see my shots here and there. That was really helpful, so thank you. And then here I was just walking because I saw a little thing that I could sit on, and then I just sat on there for a little while. And then there was these tourists taking like drone shots, so I was just like praying the drone doesn't come hit me in the head. But this is Loch Ness, apparently where Nessie stays, Loch Ness Monster. Didn't see her, but oh well. And then we went back to go to Inverness. And then in Inverness, we walked around town because I really wanted to go to the charity shops. It's an old town and a new town. I love towns like this where there's a little bit of old and a little bit of new. We walked around the town. I think it was a Sunday, so everything was kind of closed and a bit dead. But we saw the Victorian market, as you can see here, and we went inside. All the shops were closed, but the food hall was open, and it was an old market with a lot of shops with their old facades still, which I found really, really interesting. And we went into the food hall and then came out really quickly to go around town again. I think this was the county hall of the town. and where people are, or the courthouse, one or the other, and then walked around the charity shops, went back towards our hotel for the night. And then while we were going back, we saw this place called, I'll put the name up here again, but you could feed Highland cows here, so I had to go, because my life's mission was to touch a Highland cow, and I did on this trip, and I am so happy. I fed some Highland cows. These cows, I think the white one's name was Silver, forgot all the other names. And then there was another cow at the back. You could see he was quite sad. I don't know why he was not coming, but we were feeding bread to all of these ones. And then after we fed all of them, the other one came and made an appearance, because I think he only clocked on the fact that we were feeding, and then went to the hotel. And this is in the morning the next day. For breakfast, I had some cornflakes with some yogurt, and then I had some eggs Benedict, or was it salmon royal or something, guys, something. And then from the hotel, we went to a little boat cruise. It was like a 2-hour cruise. Would I recommend it? No, maybe not. Don't waste your time. It was alright, but I think we were expecting a lot more. But yeah, it was I think kind of felt like it was a waste of time. We went around Loch Ness, but it was raining, so I literally just stayed inside. This is an actual castle that you can book out for your day trips, and I think for 2 nights it's £30,000. So if you do have money like that, please go and spend it, and invite me as well. I'd love to come and live out my fairy tale dreams. But yeah, this is us heading back into the dock. And then yeah, this is one of the castles they made a pit stop at. We didn't get out, but it was because it was broken and there was nothing to see. But I think it was just cool to just put it in here. But yeah, they made a little pit stop here and basically just went back to where we came from. We thought we'd go all the way to Fort Augustus, but that was us just being dumb, and we didn't realize how big the Loch Ness actually is. So yeah, that is why it was a bit underwhelming, because we had more expectations. But yeah, this is us driving back to Edinburgh now, and there was a snowstorm, and it was the first snowstorm in my life. I was absolutely having my very Narnia moment over here, as you guys can see. I at one point I wanted to stop the car and get out, because I was absolutely so thrilled by what was happening around me. But yeah, driving into Edinburgh and then just seeing all of the snow, everything was white, and guys, this is end of February as well, so which was wild to me. So yeah, this is all white. So I'm going to shut up a little bit now. And then again, we found another place with Highland cows, and I got to feed them kibble. So this was really cute. It was a bit messy. They were a bit messy, but I got to touch them and ruin their little fringe a little bit. But yeah, that was at the end of my trip. I hope you guys liked this very travel video, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!